So last December, I dropped a video titled Top 5 Fighters to Watch in 2023 in response to ESPN putting out a trash list of fighters to watch in 2023 because the fighters that they told us to watch for, we had already been watching for years. We already knew what they had going on. But in my video, the top 5 fighters that I set to watch coming into 2023 were Lorenzo Simpson, Bruce Carrington, Floyd Schofield, Abdullah Mason, and this guy right here, Ray Mortala. And what I said about Ray Mortala in my video was that I thought he was one of the best lightweight prospects in the world. And that by the end of 2023, I wanted to hear his name being mentioned with guys like Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin. And that's exactly what he did for himself this year. He had 3 fights this year, winning all 3 by knockout, including the knockout win in the second round over Jeremiah Nakatilya, who went 12 rounds with Shakur Stevenson and who also knocked out Miguel Berchelt. And he also just fought this past weekend, knocking out undefeated 18-0 17 knockout Diego Nunes. Now, like I said earlier, I was expecting Ray Mortala to have a big year and start having his name mentioned with guys like Frank Martin, Floyd Schofield, Keyshawn Davis, that group of guys there. But after his fight this weekend, he seems to have skipped a level because people are mentioning his name with the big dogs of the lightweight division. After his fight, he called out Devin Haney. And then on Twitter, people were talking about a possible fight between him and Gervonta Tank Davis, in which his coach, Robert Garcia, responded and took some shots at Gervonta Tank Davis, saying, "What's the rehydration clause and what gloves will we be forced to use?" Now, this tweet was deleted, but it must have been too late because apparently Gervonta Davis saw this and he responded. In an also now deleted tweet, Tank added Robert Garcia and told him, "On my mom, that nigga is ass." Now, I disagree with Tank right there. I don't think Ray Mortala is ass, but it is a reason I was saying I would like to see his name mentioned with guys like Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis, Floyd Schofield, those type of guys. High-level guys, but not the top of the division, because I don't think he's there yet. Like I said, I don't agree with Tank. I don't think he's ass, but I would pick Tank to knock Ray Mortala out in about 6 or 7 rounds. He also called out Devin Haney, Ray Mortala did. And again, I don't think he's ready for that level. I think that would be another shutout victory for Devin Haney, and he will box circles around him. I think if he continues to take his time, keep building himself, he could eventually get to that level. But as of right now, I don't think he's there yet. I'm sure it feels good to be doing what you're doing, beating the guys that you're beating. But when you start talking about them guys at the top of the division, it's a different level of talent and skill. When you're talking about guys like Shakur, guys like Devin, guys like Tank, guys like Teofimo, they're playing with a different level of talent than the rest of these guys. We just saw how Teofimo handled Josh Taylor, who was considered the best fighter at 140 pounds. Smoked him, made it look easy. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think we about to see the same thing with Devin and Regis. I think Devin is going to smoke Regis fucking boots. Regis too slow. He got Ryan Garcia feet, horrible feet. Devin going to box circles around him. Even a guy like Ryan Garcia, who's talented, has that talent, but people perceive him to be more focused on social media and the internet. Even a guy like him, I don't know if Ray Mortala will beat Ryan Garcia. That right there is an interesting fight. And I could see Ryan Garcia knocking Ray Mortala out. So like I said, I'm sure it feels good to be beating the guys that you're beating and doing what you're doing, but you still got to be real with yourself. It's levels. And I don't think he or his team should be chasing fights with guys on the level of Devin Haney or guys on the level of Gervonta Tank Davis. What I would like to see from Ray Mortala, though, is pushing for a fight with Keyshawn Davis. Why not? Y'all both under top rank. Y'all in the same division. Y'all both making noise. And depending on how that fight goes, if he's dominant against Keyshawn Davis, like he been with the rest of those guys, that would show that he is ready for the guys at the top of the division and that he deserves to be mentioned with them. But that would just be my advice. You did your thing in 2023. You got your name out there. Now your name is in the mix. 2024, first half of 2024, you should try to get a fight with a Keyshawn, a Frank, a Floyd Schofield. And depending on how that goes, the second half of 2024, then we could see you in the ring with a Tank, a Shakur Stevenson, and a Devin Haney. But that's what I got for y'all. I'm out.